What a month this was. This was the month of hell. I guess this is a vlog about what happened in my life instead of a review. About 3, 4 weeks ago, I ended up eating something. I'm guessing it was food poisoning from a Chinese food restaurant. I came home about 6 hours later. I wasn't feeling very good. I was having hot and cold flashes. Joints hurted, knees, elbows, everything. So I climbed in bed, and the wife was trying to massage and make him feel better, and it helped. But then all of a sudden, I ended up upchucking everywhere. It looked like a fire hose. You never see anything like it. I tried to get out of that bed as fast as I could go. I literally came out of the bed on my head, hit the floor, all over myself. I was like, well, this is a fine mess. So, okay, make my way to the bathroom. I'm going to take a shower and then get cleaned up first. Go and turn the tap on in the bathtub, and the multi valve isn't working. It's broken. No water's coming out. Okay, take the wall apart, get a pair of ice grips, thinking, okay, I'm going to jimmy rig this. And nope, no matter what I did, the inside guts of the multi valve were totally shut. So I had no bathtub, no shower. I cleaned up a little bit in the laundry tub. Um, we had water throughout the whole house, just bathtub we didn't. So I get on those and understand I can barely walk. I am so drained. I felt like death had warmed over me. I was lucky to take 4 steps and I'd have to hang on to something. It was crazy how horrible that was. So I get on those. I order myself a multi valve. 2 days later, it comes in, and I should have looked at the valve, but I never did. I mean, I'm so sick. I'm like, geez, just give me something that works. Well, the valve came in. It was all male ends. My multi valve's all female ends. Well, this thing's no good. So we're going on 3 days now. I figure piss on it. I'm going to drive there. So, okay. I take off. I drive to Lowe's. It's an hour's drive. I get there. I go in. I do a refund on the male. Then I go into the section and I'm looking for female. I must have took apart 20, 30 boxes hanging on to that buggy for dear life, trying to keep my head together. And I could not find a female in. Nowhere. Didn't exist. Drive home. I figure I got to order off eBay. I got to find someplace else. I don't want to run all mill because that means I got to redo all my PEX piping and everything. It's just going to become a friggin' 8 hour job. So, okay. I actually find the female ends on Lowe's. It's $200, the whole kit. I thought, piss on it. That's what I need. I order it. They say it'll be like 4 or 5 days for delivery. What the hell happened to 2 days? So, okay, here I am in waiting now. I'm eating chunky soup. I'm barely walking. Um, it was horrible. I felt like I was 100 years old. I was hours from my deathbed. It was just unbelievable. I was using a cane to walk. I was moving between chair to chair, from chair to car, just to hang on to things. It literally took me almost, I don't know, almost 2 weeks, but between where I could finally walk any decent distance. So 7, 8 days later, the new multifunction valve comes in. I've got everything apart already. Slap it in. Um, Took me about 2 hours, and boom, I've got everything working again. Beautiful. Took a great shower in a bath, and felt like a brand new man. Everybody was on the race to get to that bathroom. Maybe I need 2 bathrooms. I don't know. So, what I got thinking was, had I been backpacking and that hit, that would have wiped me out. I don't know if I would have made it back in. If I would have, I mean, I would have had to muster every bit of strength inside of me and just put that pack on and crawl out. I mean, because that's what that would have been like. I would have been crawling to get out. Now, on my community tab, I posted a link. Go check it out of a hunter that got lost. this week in the bush. He literally went out and he put his keys in his pocket. I guess he had a hole in his pocket, lost his keys. By the time he went back to look for his keys because he couldn't start his vehicle. And when he got out there, his hair was all covered with ticks. He said he's seen some joggers or bicycle people go by. He says they probably thought he looked like an animal because he had his shirt off. It was so hot. But it's amazing how you don't give a shit what you look like or how you feel when you're trying to do something. Now, had that hunter had a clip on to clip his keys on or really paid attention to how he was going to carry those keys, I mean, there are certain things in your backpack that you need to carry properly, is what you need to do. And that's all there is to it. Like your compass, like your keys, your license. I mean, there are certain things you should carry to actually do that. He made a lot of mistakes. Now, he didn't have his clothes done in permethrin. All my clothes, I got to do that this week, are all done in permethrin before I head out in the bush. But, and if you don't know what that is, I'll have a video linking that. Guarantees no ticks on you. So, this guy made a lot of mistakes which could have been prevented. And most people don't even think about that. So when something bad happens to me, I start thinking like, what if this would have happened when I was backpacking? What if it would have happened when I was out in the bush? What would have happened and how could I prevent it? I thought, can I take charcoal? Can I do something to make my stomach feel better? It literally felt like somebody put me up against the wall and literally punched me like 100 times in the guts. I never felt anything like that in my life. I was all doubled over. I could barely walk. I probably, if I was in the bush and I was trying to get out, I would have probably been all doubled over. I would have cut a walking stick and I probably would have went from tree to tree because I know if I sat down, I wasn't getting back up. That was really rough. Then I had a couple doorknobs break. Then the wheel bearings on my truck broke. That's why I'm up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. I got to take my truck in. That's going to cost $725 to get the wheel bearings put in. Might as well change the gas filter. Might as well change the filter inside the globe compartment, which brings in the cabin air. Might as well do all that since I'm there. And if you have a truck and you haven't done that, there is a filter inside your global compartment or somewhere in your vehicle that filters air when you bring it in. You might want to YouTube it. But overall, it has taken me 3 weeks to get back to normal. I put my pack on yesterday, and it weighs, what did I weigh it in at? I think it was 32 pounds with everything I had in it. I tried to go heavy. I walked 1 mile, and I was done. I usually do 10. So I have to build myself back up again. I mean, just learning to walk, 2 houses down and back after this thing kicked in, I've been building my strength up slowly, going 5 houses, going 8 houses. I've been doing my own rehab, and I'm getting stronger again. I mean, it literally sapped every bit of energy that I had in me, gone. It's just unbelievable. So every couple of days I'll go out, do a mile, then move it up to 2 miles or a mile and a half, and get myself back up to par. Maybe it'll move up a lot quicker. For the 2 weeks that I had this thing, I was living off Chunky Soup, and when I had to fix that bathtub, oh my God. It took me 2 hours because of how rough I was. I mean, I was literally walking out of the bathroom, sitting in a chair, and then going back in and putting a couple pieces on, back out to the chair. It was a mess how bad I felt. I've never had food poisoning, if that's what it was. Most people said it only takes them 2 days. It didn't take me 2 days. I had it for over a week. Now, the doctor told me that there are over 32 bacterial things going around that they don't know what it is. So maybe it wasn't food poisoning. Maybe it was something they don't even know what it is. I don't know. but it really kicked the shit out of me. Anyhow, this month has been fun. This month has been just throw money at every single problem and fix everything you can to save money and keep everything running normal. So banking money is very, very important when you prep. I didn't expect the bearings to go on my truck, but I'm the type of guy that doesn't like to. I wait till the last minute to fix things. Like, I knew the bearings on the truck were going. I could hear it. And I figured, I probably got a couple more weeks. So I probably shouldn't procrastinate, but I do with a few things to try and save money as long as I can. But I'll take the truck down, get the bearings done, and I think that's it. Nothing else is broke, knock on wood, and I think I'm okay now. Oh, I had to cut the grass when I was sick. About the 2.5 week mark, we had so many tornadoes, so much rain, the grass was growing like a son of a bitch. And if you don't get ahead of it, you won't be able to cut it. I mean, once this grass gets past a foot long, you'll be out here for 7 hours trying to cut grass. You really want to stay ahead of it, and you really want to keep that grass short as much as you can. So me and my son took turns, and we got it all caught up. Edged the sidewalk all up, looks beautiful, and everything's back to normal. Tornado season's gone. Getting ready for summer for when the heat comes now, air conditioning, power bills go outrageous. I'm going to need to do permethrin around the yard. Problem with that stuff is it's not good for cats when it's wet. So I have to have a couple of friends come over and everybody kind of keep the cats away from different sections I do. And then once it dries, it doesn't hurt the cats anymore. And we do all the blankets that are inside the cat houses, make sure they're good and dry, put them in. So now when the cats go inside, if they got any ticks on them, it automatically kills them and it kills fleas too. So, but everything's back to normal and good to go. It was funny. Clients were contacting me and they were like, "Do you have time to do this?" "Oh yeah, got time, no problem." Meanwhile, I can barely sit in the chair. I'm like, "Oh my God, yes, I can do it." You never tell a client you're sick. You do that, the first thing they're going to say to you is, "Well, I'll get a hold of you next week," and maybe they don't get a hold of you. No, 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 no. You are always 110% healthy no matter what. So this morning I'll go down, get my truck fixed up, be back to normal. But what a month. Getting better though. Catch you guys on the next one.